Today, we want to present our video about the effect on water deficit on the growth and yield of oil palm and cucumber. For the first, this is my group member. My name is Mama ASHMAWI HAKIM bin Mak Johaizan.
And my name is Mama DANISH bin Abdul Hamid.
Now, we go to the first topic is introduction. Aside from sunlight, space, fertilizer and treatment, water is the most important component for plant to grow well. The amount of water required depends according on the type of the plant. Water demand indicates how much water plant requires every day, week or month in order to develop properly. The decreases in the amount of water required by plant is going to have an effect on plant development and production. It may cause stress in the plant since it is not getting the enough water.
Introduction: oil palm. Water supply is the most important agroecological component for oil palm. Unfavorable weather conditions such as drought can have an impact on food formation and yield. In addition, it can reduce the productivity of oil palm by decreasing the ratio of male to female flowers. Water stress also will boost male flower production. Oil palm requires a lot of water from the nursery stage to unkeep and before harvest. It requires an annual rainfall at least 2000 until 3500 mm per year. After that is objective. For oil palm, the objective is to get a comparative analysis for the effect of water deficit of the oil palm productivity. And after that, for cucumber the objective is to test the effect of drip irrigation with consistent fertilizer doses on cucumber growth and output. Next is methodology for oil palm. This study was conducted on mature palm tree aged 8 to 15 years old in a private oil palm plantation in Riau province with a cover area of 3.1 hectare. Secondary data from private oil palm plantation for production statistic, bunch number and bunch weight for 2015 until 2019 and rainfall for 2012 until 2018 are used in this study. Rainfall data will be used to compute the value of the water deficit. The yearly water deficit are computed using the Institute the Research Policy's approach with equation that shown in the video. For data analysis, this study used a quantitative method with simple regression analysis on 5 years of panel data and 2 estate. To determine how independent variable affect to dependent variable, a simple regression analysis was used. This study estimates the water deficit for oil palm yield during site determination and floral aversion period.
Alright, as you can see, this is a table, the result from research at the oil palm plantation.
For the result, according to the analysis result in Table 1, water deficit during the site determination and floral aversion stages had a significant impact on plant production. The floral aversion phase has a higher coefficient value than the site determination phase. Every 100 mm rise in the water deficit reduces productivity by 7% during the floral aversion period. In example, a 100 mm rise in water deficit reduces productivity by 6% during the set determination phase. Following that, water deficiency also influences the quantity of spikelets that grow and the number of flowers per spikelet. The result revealed that water deficiency has an effect on bunch weight increase, although only by 6%. After that, discussion. Water scarcity has a significant impact on the quantity of oil palm plant per bunch. Previous research found that the bunch number was more closely related to the crop productivity than the weight. To reduce yield losses, the important phase in the bunch formation period must be examined. Aside from that, the quantity of spikelets and flowers per spikelet are created during the flowering phase, which is heavily impacted by water availability. Oil palm plant requires suitable water condition to flourish. This important moment of drought stress is essential to establish the pattern of oil palm production, so that estimate for the following years can be made and measured to reduce the percentage loss in the production can be implemented. Lastly is conclusion for oil palm. A shortage of water during the inflorescence season has a negative impact on peatland oil palm productivity. A 100 mm increase in the water deficit reduced the productivity by 6% during the site determination phase and 7% during the floral abrasion period. So I think that's all from me. Thank you. I will pass the next for Maui.
Alright, now I want to talk about my research, which is a cucumber. Cucumis sativus is a scientific name. Irrigation is a crucial for growing produce. Over or under watering can impede the plant growth and reduce the crop output. Due to rising domestic and local demand, UAE vegetable production is growing. Since the later part of the years, ecological conditions are unfavorable for open field vegetable growing. Farmers grow a lot of vegetable in the winter conditions. Now, I want to talk about the methodology of this cucumber research. The location is at the private farmhouse in September 2016 at Algarvia's western region. Tarwania was tested at South Abu Dhabi. RCBD used 5 irrigation rates and 3 replication. Daily watering the 148.5 meter square experimental field had 15-20 mm laterals and 30 on lines pressure compensating emitter. The submain and main lines have 40 and 60 mm internal diameters. Water was 10 meter from submain line and the drip irrigation and hose prepared the seed bed plastic tray nursery cucumber cultivation. Cockpit filled plastic trays held 5 mm seed and they relocated and irrigated after 2 or 3 well-established leaves. Drip irrigation fertilized every subplot. Cucumber were harvested after the research. Their anti-blooming, fruit setting, maturity, number of fruit per plant, fruit length, weight, vine length, and yield was measured in 10 randomly selected plants from each treatment. Now, I want to talk about the result from this research. At the table 1 is demonstrate statistically significant flowering time for all treatment. At the number T5 produce flower the fastest, which is 30.835 days, followed by T4, which is 32.489 days. And T1 is the longest flowering time was 37.6 to 4 days. Watered plants bloom up faster. Less irrigated plants bloom later. This result suggests that increasing irrigation level can shorten alfalfa flower setting by several days and vice versa. At the second table, which is we talk about the fruit weight. Table 2 indicates that high pass irrigation directly affected fruit weight and that irrigation treatment differs significantly. At the T5 had the highest fruit weight and T1 is the lowest fruit weight, which is at the T5 is 131.977 gram. At the T1 is 106 and 0.334 gram. And the conclusion is high pass irrigation and NPK fertilizer will increase the fruit weight. From the result, we can get the discussion. The amount of water that is given to the crop at T5 is greater than other, which is the reason why the number of days needed for flowering is greater at T5 than at other. Aside from that, the amount of fertilizer that was applied to crop at T5 was far larger than it had been to the other crops, which is the primary reason why its fruit had a heavier weight than others. Lastly, the conclusion that we can conclude is the finding indicated that varying degrees of irrigation treatment with constant fertilizer doses had a good impact on cucumber output in greenhouse setting. The robust development and production metric of cucumber may be significantly impacted by too little or too much drip irrigation applied each day.
And lastly, as a conclusion, it is clear that water is needed to ensure that the plant is fertile and produce a maximum yield. This is because water acts as a transportation of nutrient and sugar from the soil to the plant. The quantity of water should also be given sufficiently based on the need of the tree. Overwatered tree also will have a negative impact on the tree. Therefore, it is clear that water is very important for a tree because it guarantees plant growth and allows the plant to produce high yield. If the plant receives enough water, it will grow well and produce maximum yield. I think that's all from us. Thank you for lending me your ears. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Alright, now we have an hour video. Thank you for watching our video and have a good day. Thank you very much. Bye.